¿Eh? Volaré, oh, cantaré, oh. Ve qué hermoso se ve el Liyue alumbrado. ¡Eh! Ya no está el cadáver de Morax. Habla con el personal del banco. Sí, ya no está el cadáver de Morax. ¡Ah, que puedo entrar! Vaya, vaya, Takubaya. ¡Wow! Está buenísimo como... Espérenme tantito. No, mejor en medio. Es que no quiero que aparezcan esos. ¡Uf! Uf. A ver, así... Ahí. Oh, yes, qué hermoso wallpaper. Ekaterina.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
¿Eh?
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost.
A ver, nuestras ideas son fluidas como el agua, en cambio la voluntad de la zarina es firme como un témpano de hielo. Espera, ¿estás diciendo que hay dos Fatui? ¿Los Fatui del agua y los Fatui del hielo? ¿O cómo es eso?
But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ok.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Liyue Pavilion.
Pabellón Liuli.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinyue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
Por eso es Liyue. ¿Es en serio? Solo en momentos sí eres una guía útil. Cuando de comida y bebida se trata.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Madre mía. ¿Cómo sabe todo de todo el mundo y aún así que no puede ir solita? Las escaleras están sobrevaloradas. Hello there. Nobile.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liyue Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Negocios.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
¡Oh! ¡Husbando! ¡Husbando!
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
El camino, socio de confianza entre los Fatui. Socio de los Fatui, el camino.
Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed.
¿Tú te quieres sentar? No, así me siento cómoda. Gracias. No pienso sentarme enfrente de un Fatui. No pienso doblegarme.
And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
Maravilloso. Las piernas.
It is an honor to meet you.
El honor es mío.
I have heard tell
Por
of
eso
you
no
from
me
Mondstadt.
siento.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
¿Eh?
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Ah, ya. Ok. Funeraria.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
En apariencia.
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
En serio. Este dibujo es maravilloso.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Instrucción en el equilibrio especial, porque no escuchamos, ok.
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend.
Ah, o sea, hay varios adeptus.
The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst.
Actualmente los adeptus están dejando Liyue, así que además de ser uno de los 7 del Arcón Tejedo, también es un adeptus.
As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning.
No, espera, dijo algo al revés, más bien, ¿no? Dawning es en el ocaso, entonces más bien son los que están cayendo, la era de los humanos está cayendo, y de los adeptos, o sea, está mucho más viejo de lo normal. O sea.
In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Especialmente cuando trata de un deicidio.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to.
Claro.
Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
No me le habla de más. Acepto tu
A
invitación.
wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel. which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting
Qué
will you be
bueno
able to
que
see
le
the
ponen
form of Rex Lapis again.
este skin como de transparencia para que podamos ver en su mayor espectacularidad al hermoso Zhongli. Thank you por hacer eso después del super bugazo. Supongo que no tengo
If we
alternativa.
are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Ok.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it?
Sí, bueno, sigo aquí parada en la mesa.
You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. And get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Es que esta ayuda que me están pidiendo con el arcontejeo, que se me hace que, o sea, no saben todavía en verdad si este dragón sea el arcontejeo. Entonces me está pidiendo Nobile que lo haga para cuando ya tenga más acercamiento con el arcontejeo, órale, quitarle lo mismo que quitó señora a Venti. Pero, ok. Wow, me gusta. Este es para Bárbara. Pero este sí me molesta un poquito. Ah, jaja. Bien, así. Perfecto. Soli, hola.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Bueno, por toda esta belleza de arquitectura, me gusta más Liyue.
Indeed. The weight of 3,700 years worth of history runs deepest in the true divinity of Liyue.
Ahorita 20 ha de sentir. Ah, porque siento un piquete en el corazón. Como si me hubieran traicionado. Perdón. Perdóname, 20. Pero es que no puedo mentirle a este señor. O sea, pelo.
Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningún of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Así que tampoco confías en Nobile. Bueno, es bueno saber que...
What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
Yo tengo muchos. No sé si eso te interesa. Ah, ¿que quieres que la vaya a comprar? Ah, bueno, ok. ¿Por qué me hace hacer eso? Ah, porque esas no son escaleras. No son escaleras, ok. Ya me iba a tirar de un precipicio. Es que aparte ve, tienes tanques en medio, es hermoso. esto?
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends.
O sea,
Would
Monza
you like
tiene
to
una
try your
super
luck
estatua,
betting on
pero...
Jade?
O sea,
This
es
could be
que...
your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... What was it again?
Jade notilunosa.
Noctilucous jade, of radiant
Ah,
grade at the
notilucoso.
very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
No podemos confiar en un hombre que se gana la vida apostando con piedras.
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well.
Tú eres más experto que yo.
If it were me, the answer would be simple.
¿La más brillosa?
Oh? And that would be...
La que tenga menos defectos. Y tiene un poquito de eso. Bueno, pues, o sea, colecciono piedras, pero no soy tan especialista, you know.
I'll take them all, boss.
Nanny the fuck. Ah, vamos a sintetizar.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Es que su diseño es precioso, ¿ves esto? Ve todo el detalle, es preciosísimo.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again!
Dice 9. Todos, éntrale. Vamos a sintetizar.
Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Técnicamente gastaríamos el doble.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
¿Qué
If
te
one
digo?
must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
O sea, quieres que hagamos entonces intercambio y no usemos el dinero. Es la economía, Paimon.
Is this how
Que
the
está
rich
forrado. Hubiera dicho eso.
Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations.
Que estoy viendo un poco el traje del personaje. O sea, esto no es posible que se mantenga. O al menos tendré que estar un poco apretado de aquí arribita, ¿sabes? Para que no se esté cayendo a cada rato.
Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Ese lo tienen que comprar ya de una vez.
To
Hecha, ¿no?
think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
Tonto el dedo que señala en lugar de ver a la luna.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger.
Ok.
the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon.
¿Y cuándo llegamos a pasar a filosofía?
Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
¿Es esto una vida normal para un caballero de clase alta?
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell?
De lo contrario no compraremos ninguna.
Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. Negotiation is key to trade, wouldn't you say? How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Estas
Aren't these too
muestras.
thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
¿Qué resonato, nadie?
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
Ok.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Ok.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Yo creo que hay un lugar en el Valle de Ada. ¿Qué hay en la cocina de
You
Shani?
mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control.
Entonces el Valle de Ada Upa.
Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Ok.